Alrighty. Oh, back here in the woods, two looks in the sea. Yep, there's many strange relationships. Well, when people didn't go too far from town, like I live in this one-room schoolhouse, a couple hundred years old. I met some people when I first acquired this place that had gone to school here. Some of them never got past the 8th grade or went to high school, you know. People stayed local and stayed on the farm, milking the cows. Ray Stevens and Steve Goodman wrote some songs about how relationships can get pretty confusing up here in the hills. For instance, if your pa was your son-in-law and your daughter was your father's wife, she'd be your mother, believe it or not. And if your son was your dad's brother-in-law, he'd be your uncle too. Plus, the brother of your widow's older daughter, who'd be your stepma. And if your father's wife had a son, he'd be your grandchild, or your mother's son. Now, if your wife were your mother's mother and your grandmother, then your grandmother'd be her grandchild and the husband of your grandmother. Then you'd be your own grandpa. And there's some songs about that. Your own grandpa, and that's basically the gist of it. What can I tell you? Intermarriages. I ain't talking about the royal family. I'm just talking about good old country folk. If your pa was your son-in-law and your daughter was your father's wife, she'd be your mother too.